Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you a story that has reignited old emotions and placed Yaman once again in the eye of the storm. But this time the spark didn't come from him. It came from his mother, Yaman. Everything started with a phrase, spoken in confidence during a private conversation. "Demet is still the only woman I truly trust for my son." That was enough to shatter the peace. Those words quickly reached the ears of Sarah Bloom, Khan's current partner. Hurt, she confronted him directly. "Your mother will never accept me." And from that moment, the relationship entered a new, more tense phase. Khan tried to mediate, as always downplaying his mother's statement. But his silence spoke louder than words. Guldem, true to her convictions, didn't back down. For her, Demet was the only truly sincere woman in her son's life. She said it more than once. And that opinion, instead of fading with time, has only grown stronger. Social media exploded. Fans split, some defending Demet, others demanding respect for Sarah. But one thing was clear. Demet's name has never disappeared from the public narrative surrounding Khan. Sarah, meanwhile, chose public silence. But her attitude changed. She cancelled appearances, stopped posting with Khan, and shared a mysterious story. A dark room with the phrase, "They don't look for me, they just tolerate me." The wound was open. Witnesses say that during a recent gathering, Sarah asked Khan to set clear boundaries. He calmly asked for patience. But the distance was already there. And in the background, Demet's presence returned, without her having done anything at all. Those close to Guldem insist she means no harm. She simply doesn't connect with Sarah. She doesn't see her as the right woman for her son. And even though Khan tries to stay strong, it's clear he's exhausted. Being the bridge between mother and partner is draining him. Sarah has started to pull away. She's resumed forgotten projects, spends more time alone. And even if she hasn't admitted it, it's clear she's rethinking her place in this story. Competing with an ex who's no longer present but still lives in the family's memory is a battle few can win. Recently, Khan was seen alone at an event. Serious, lost in thought. Someone asked about Sarah. He just smiled sadly. Sometimes gestures say more than words. So now what? Will there be reconciliation? Or final separation? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Yaman's words left a crack. And in that crack, there are three people trying not to break. A mother true to her feelings, a woman fighting to be accepted, and a man trapped between a past that refuses to die and a present that's falling apart. Demet Özdemir has always given me mixed feelings. On one hand, I admire her determination and the way she built her career in a hostile environment where everything is scrutinized and distorted. But at the same time, I can't help but feel she's helped feed the very machine that now consumes her. Her public presence, so carefully curated and yet so exposed, has raised legitimate doubts. When someone shows so much, you start to wonder, is there anything real behind that facade? Some believe she was a key factor in Yaman's downfall. I don't claim she destroyed him, but I do think her influence wasn't beneficial. What began as a promising relationship became a staged performance where everything was calculated. The authenticity vanished. And from that point on, Khan was no longer the same, more impulsive, more focused on appearances, less grounded in his essence. Demet, for her part, has continued to shape a public image based on visual impact. Photo shoots, high-profile events, a constant need for attention. Many feel her behavior is more artificial construction than genuine personality. And when someone dares to point this out, the response is often cloaked in arguments about female freedom and empowerment, as if any criticism is an attack. But true freedom also means knowing when to protect yourself and when to say enough. Khan's family, deeply conservative and traditional, never fully accepted her. And it's easy to see why. Perhaps if Demet had shown a more discreet, value-aligned attitude, things might have turned out differently. In environments where honor and respect are fundamental, success and visibility aren't enough. Authenticity, humility, and consistency are essential. I feel that in her constant need to shine, Demet has lost what once made her special. That natural charm the public loved now feels replaced by a manufactured version of herself. Everything seems calculated, as if she's more focused on her image than her inner balance. And that's not strength, it's a fragile form of survival disguised as glamour. I say this not to judge, but with hope. I say this not to judge, but with hope. I wish she could reconnect with what's essential, with the human, the intimate. Because if she remains trapped in this hall of mirrors, the only thing left when the lights go out will be an image, admired by many, understood by few. Still, I want to believe this is just a phase.
Still, I want to believe this is just a phase. That Demet is not lost, only confused.
That, like many, she's trying to find her place in a world that demands too much and forgives too little. But time is running, and the public's affection is not eternal. But time is running, and the public's affection is not eternal. I hope she finds the way to reconnect with herself, to rediscover the essence that made her special, and to prove that she's more than a woman trapped in rumors, criticism, and media passions. Because there are still those who want to believe in her, but they won't do it blindly. They will if she decides to reclaim the best version of herself. They will if she decides to reclaim the best version of herself. The real question is whether Demet can leave behind the influences that altered her path and return to being the woman she once was, disciplined, full of light, grounded in strong values, and above all, a genuine actress who never forgot what truly matters. Only she holds that answer. But in the meantime, those who love her are waiting, hoping to see her shine once again. Demet has constantly faced a double standard. On one side, those who don't accept seeing her single. On the other, those who criticize her whenever she starts a new relationship. As if she must always be defined by who stands beside her. As if she must always be defined by who stands beside her. And yet, she has proven she's much more than the ex of... She's a talented artist, a respected professional, and above all, a woman who refuses to let gossip destroy her.